So, hi guys, how are you doing? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. How are you doing? I, I don't give a fuck. How are you doing? And that's a little bit the message of today. I'm doing a course, an English course where you have to do conversation, you know, with teacher, with English teacher, and I have conversation 3 times a week, you know. Yes, 3 times a week I have conversation. And the first time I did it, it was really good. Then another time I did it with only me and the teacher, because the other time we are in group. But one time I did it only me and a teacher, and only the teacher, because there weren't other people. And I was really happy. And I talked a lot. I talked about myself, my objectives, my goals, my life, what I want to do, my story, and nothing. And then it was 8:30 p.m., where is the time to go? And the guy just go, all right, it's time to go. And I was really angry about that. I was really sad. I I literally I literally wanted to cry. I literally felt unimportant. I literally felt myself like a no one, like that nobody gives a fuck about me. And that's literally, I was really angry. And even today I had a conversation. I just coming home from that. A conversation, only me with another teacher, a new teacher. And I talked a lot about me, because they ask you, they ask about you. So I talk, I'm really happy and I'm really emotional. I'm really passionate when I'm talking. But then 8:30 p.m. Bye, bye, bye. Very nice to meet you. Bye, 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 bye. And they literally do like this. I knew that this time. I like learn the lesson. But at the end, I was screaming in the motorcycle. I was angry. People, and you didn't. And it's for that motive. I don't give a fuck about how you feel. I really don't. And people, to me, it's the same thing. They don't give a fuck about how I feel. The word is literally all just money. It's just money. It's only that. Think about this, no? People don't give a fuck about you. Women don't look at you. Men don't respect you, and you don't feel good. Then you get money. People look at you. People give a fuck about you. Women want to stay with you, and men respect you. It's fucking, it's fucking stunning. Money is everything. It's fucking everything. I'm understanding that, and I'm just get really sad. But it's really that, because I don't know how to make money. I'm studying medicine, and I like it because it's really hard. I think and I feel that I'm making money, because making money it's hard. So I associated that hard to make money, but no. It's like, I can, for example, stay in this position for 8 hours. It's hard, but my shoulder doesn't get bigger, even if it's harder. The same thing, even if it's hard studying, I will not get a bigger bank account. So I literally need to find a way to make money, guys, because I'm really tired. I'm really tired. I'm really tired. I always say that, people don't respect to me. People don't respect me. Girls don't look at me. Girls don't want me. Don't want to fuck with me. And I want to fuck her. So, bro, life is all about money. And when I think about that, I think, and, and so, what is life? If life is only money, what is life? What's left? It's not left nothing. It's only survival mode. So I understand those guy that does that do like that, sells a receptionist. I understand, and do and do 1,000 sales calls a day. I understand that because money is just money, and you don't give a fuck about how you do them. It's money. It's just business, my friend. When you go to the supermarket, they don't give a fuck about where you get that money from. They just give a fuck that you have money. If not, you don't eat. Simple like that. So now I'm going to the university because I don't feel ready. I don't feel ready to coach people. I don't feel ready to be a health reference, you know. But that's false. I'm ready. I have a good physique. I have the better physique than anybody in the university. So I'm fucking ready. But no, it's just a trap. There is, even today I was thinking about this. This education shit. I hate it. I fucking hate it. Every year you have to do, these formation courses. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? And we are in this constant phase where we think that we need to always learn and we are never finished and we can't never start our business because we are not ready, just like I feel today. But you only get stuck, you only get stuck. Today I talked with a professor of mine of the university, and he told me, that university professor earns a lot of money. But I search it. A lot of money is 5,000 euros a month. Without taxes. That it's a good money, but there are a lot of people that make a lot more of that, a lot more, and they don't know what he knows. So I know that money and knowledge, it's not correlate. Absolutely not. And and one can say, yes, but even if that guy have money, it's not intelligent. But I say, bro, that kid have money, have what you want, so he's intelligent. Don't worry. And the professor, what does he do? He does, problems. He solves problems. All right, good, but you solve problems. That's it. You do researches. All right, very good. Pretty difficult answer, but who tell that he's more intelligent? And he told me that it's a lot of money, but it's not worth it at the end of the day because they work all day to Monday to Sunday, working. So I was really anxious about that idea. I thought literally, all right, so life is all about work. It's all about money. See, and I don't feel ready to open a business. I'm really afraid of what people can think. Uh, I don't have. I don't know what to sell. I don't know what to sell. You know, I'm open in this YouTube challenge because I want to make money. I hope that it's gonna there is gonna be an opportunity, but it's not gonna be. I hope that one day on one of my video gets 1 million views, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I just need to accept it. I have to force it. I have just to force it. I'm not uploading every day. For example, I'm not uploading it 2, 3 times a way. I'm not editing my videos. I'm not making them interesting. So it's normal that I don't get that views. But I feel stuck. I don't want literally like everyone. Ask a man if he wants to live, a normal life. In the same home with the same women, with the same woman, with the same job, with the same car. He don't want to do that. He don't want to do that. He wants different houses with a lot of women, not different women, and be a king. I want to be a fucking king. And but I feel trapped. I don't know literally what to do. I literally don't want because medicine. I want a Porsche, I want a Ferrari, I want a Lamborghini, I want a beautiful house. I want to be able to travel. I want to have 10, 10 girls on my side. I want that, bro. I want that. And every one of us men wants that. And if you don't want, it's because you are not in contact with your beast. Because as Machiavelli says, we all have an internal beast that it's super egoistical and wants that things. Everyone wants the same thing. Everyone wants the same thing. I was saying this with my teacher. She asked me, "Do you like to travel?" And I reply, "Yes, obviously. Who don't like to travel, my friend?" But we can't because we don't have money. We have to do the same thing. It's really sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad, and I feel I want to be a savage. I'm trying to be a savage. I want to to find a savage in me for a motive that I'm training like a savage in this period. I'm training every day. If not today, I did a nasty leg workout, you know, and tomorrow I'm going to go and run at the morning. I want that savage. I want to eat. I want to eat. I want to have sex. I want to eat. I want to have sex. Really, animal thing I won't put. No, for me, it's not about medicine. It's not about to become a doctor. Absolutely not. Yes, it's a lot controversial. Yes, I should not say this because it's not good. I don't give a fuck. This channel is Realidad Sin Rollos, and I say and I feel it what I want, and I say it. Maybe you feel it and you don't say it, or maybe even worse, like I used to since couple time ago. I didn't even feel it. I didn't even felt it because I was so fucking and my attention was not in me. I would like just one day, tomorrow, I would like to get up and be a monster and be a fucking monster. Go up and talk to every girl. Try to fuck them. Go up and try to do 1,000 sales calls about coaching fitness. Try to get money. But what I'm doing now is I get up. Yes, I think a little bit, then I do my push ups. I read the Bible. I go to train. I come back. I eat. I go to university. I study hard. Then I come back and repeat. That's it. But I don't feel I'm getting anywhere. I don't feel I'm getting money. I want money, guys. I don't want to stay here, in the house of my mom. My mom. I don't want that my mom keeps yelling at me because I don't put fuel on the car or in the motorcycle, and so she literally told me that she keeps me at working if I don't put the gasoline, and she's right, and that's the problem. I can't be a man and and in the house of my mom that she say me those types of things. I'm a fucking man, but when you hear those things, when I hear those things, I don't feel a man, so I feel like a baby. I feel like a child. If I feel like a child, so I act like a child. When I'm in university, I don't feel like a man with all my life on my shoulders. I don't feel that. I feel like a child that I have my mom in the home that does everything for me. No, motherfucker. No, motherfucker. I have to be a fucking savage. I'm really tired. I'm really tired. I'm really tired of all this shit, but it's not enough. If I will be really tired, I will do something. I'm afraid of other men. I'm tired of being afraid of other men. When I'm going to Romania, I'm to go study there medicine that is going to give me a lot of time, to going to take me a lot of time. I want to study medicine and go to a fight gym. I'm MMA, MMA, MMA. I want to do MMA and lift weights. I want to be 110 kilos and be able to beat the shit out of you and study medicine. I want that because I'm afraid of other people. I'm afraid of men and I'm afraid of women. And if I would be able and if I would know that I will kick the shit out of you, I will not no more be afraid. And if you dare to disrespect me, you know, I fucking attack you. You know, I mean, if you disrespect me, I'm te- I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you, don't disrespect me. I don't like this. So shut the fuck up. In this sense, I mean, not that I'm gonna punch them, but in this sense, because I don't do that now, and I don't feel like a man, and I'm a fucking man. It's all about that, guys. And another thing, passion. I don't absolutely believe in passion. There is no passion. There is no passion. I thought that my passion was, sports and so I thought to do scienze motorie, But then when my dad told me in a very serious way there is no job in scienze motorie, instantly my passion changed, and now and I wanted to do physiotherapy. Then my mom told me go to the best, and now I want to study medicine and I want to go to Romania. There is no passion. It's all about surviving. It's all about living, you know. And another thing that I discovered today, this professor said to me that we were talking about, your university, and he told me that especially in medicine, they send, students that are specializing, in a field, in a medical field, they send you them to work in hospital in a night shift time. And I thought, these fucking motherfuckers, piece of shit, are going to use me, because I'm young, and are going to use me like a fucking slave to go to work at night in a hospital, and I'm gonna listen to their fucking orders. Another to a fat man. What the fuck is that? I'm gonna use my young energy, my young brain, my young physical force, that is everything, to go and listen to you and work since 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. and then sleep all the day. What the fuck? I was pissed off about listening this. I don't want to get orders by anyone, by anyone, by anyone, by anyone. I mean, I just act so nice and so kind and so respectful, bro. I'm tired. I'm tired to act respectful. I'm tired to act kind. I'm really tired to give respect and try to like to other people that I don't give a fuck. I'm tired. I just want to eat. I just want to have sex. Bro, bro, the, just the other thing are false. I'm tired. I want just right. I want money. You want money. Let's go to fight. That's it. I want to fight. I'm going to happy to lose, but I want to fight. Now I'm not fighting. So they are gonna laugh at me. Probably if some classmates of mine look one day are going to watch this video, are gonna find this video, they are gonna laugh. But I don't give a fuck. I want to be able that. I want to succeed. I want to have money, and I want to be able to, shit to knock the shit out of them. Whoever they expecting. But no, I'm not capable of doing that. So I don't have that security. But guys, And you know, for medicine now, what I want, I think that learning is very important because learning gives you a, you know, because studying is really important. Studying is important. I want to study, and it's important. It's a really big thing because I can say that studying is not important because I will be an hypocrite because the motorcycle of my mom that I drive every day to go to school, it was built, it was studied by engineers, by people that went to the university and they need the university and I need that people. So studying is needed for the world. Or even something I was thinking about this the other day, even something simple like the light stops. You know, you need not only to engineer them and create them and think about them. You know, you have to programmate them, in a very specific way. You have to think, all right, we have a street, we have four roads, and we have to create, we put light stops, and we have to put, we have to understand when to put red in a part, green in a part, what time, all these things, because if you see all lights up have different time, and that is not casual. If we have to think even that, the flux of cars, the traffic, all that. So that is studying. That is where you use a brain is very important. So studying. But for example, my professor, I asked him when he went to the university, if he would like it, and he was in love. I can see that even now. Now we are like in five in the class because everybody don't go, and he teaches in the same way as we were in 50, in 60 people, because he has passion. He has passion. So I can see he likes that. But with me, I like to fight. I like to train. I like to get better. I really like to that. I really like the feeling of, you know, putting pain in a thing and then achieve that thing and then feel the achievement. I like that. And for that, I'm studying medicine because all this time, all this effort I'm doing for that moment when I'm gonna become a doctor, I'm gonna earn money as a doctor, and I'm gonna have all that experience. I'm gonna have that type. I'm gonna be that type of man. I'm gonna feel something incredible because all this that I'm talking, all this that I'm experiencing, it's gonna be in that future man that I'm gonna be, and I'm gonna feel like just like a fucking a sensation, super good. So I'm working for sensation, for a sensation, for a feeling. As David Goggins says, I want to feel good about myself. I want to feel confident. I want to feel happy about myself. Not by jerking off and watching TikTok. I want to feel good about myself because I know that I work hard and I achieved something in life. Because if not, you don't have nothing. You don't have money, so you don't have good food, good house. You don't get women. Women just want the best man. Women want rich man. Women want status man. Wants important man. Look at the world. All women stays with men that have more money than them, have more success than them in the majority of cases. Absolutely yes. If not, they don't go because they are beautiful. They have the possibility, and there are a lot of men that are richer than other men that want to stay with that girl, that wants to stay with her. So he's do you think that he's gonna choose the poorer one or the rich one to live with? The richer one. I want to be that guy. It's hard. It's hard. It's really hard. It's hard, bro. I have to stop complaining. You know, but I'm happy that I'm living like this. That I'm thinking about all these thoughts because before I would just go to my phone and watch YouTube, videos of YouTube, and I wouldn't think this thing that makes me real, that makes me feel real, ¿no? Realidad sin rollos. Porque esto es el nombre de este canal, Realidad sin rollos. Yo quiero hablar de esto, Realidad sin rollos. No, yo quiero ser un médico que no te habla de cosas que en esta no te sirven, de cosas que no hay en la realidad, que no te habla de toma este medicinal y ya está. Y vos me contás de la cosa y yo estoy, ah, sí, sí, te tienes, papá. No, 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 no. No, no, yo quiero ser ese tipo de doctor que vos venís enfermo y yo te digo, ¿por qué puta mierda estás así? ¿Por qué puta mierda estás así, pelotudo? Why you are like that, piece of shit? Go and fucking train. I'm not gonna give you medicine. I'm not gonna give you testosterone replacement therapy. If you want, you're gonna pay me, and I'm gonna stay with you. I'm gonna train you. I'm gonna make you eat better, and I'm gonna change you. And then, if you need that, I'm gonna give you testosterone replacement. I would like to be an andrologist, but not in a hospital. I want to be alone. I want to have my work. I want to have my studio. I will have to have my computer, be around the world with my car, with my different women, and work and be the best and enjoy life. Work in a beautiful beach, in a beautiful hotel, and stay there. Obviously, 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 obviously. Alright, guys, so this is gonna be the first video where I'm going to start to talk about literally what I know and what I truly believe because I experienced that. So I want to be an andrologist, no? Why that? Because hormones, I believe in hormones. And this channel is called Realidad sin Rollos. I don't know the reality, but I'm gonna tell you my reality. And I try to feel the fucking reality the most I can. And what I feel and what I see that one thing that all men that I see are weak, physically weak. Sure, they are strong mentally. They achieved a lot of shit. They work, they earn money. They have a family, but they are weak physically. I feel that if we get a physical confrontation and he didn't do fighting, he doesn't do fighting, and we are just 1-to-1, I think that I can beat them, the majority, just because I'm stronger physically. I feel that, all right? That's really important. And why that? Because there is a testosterone crisis, and we all know that, and it's true. And why that? Everything that is happened, just like the light stop, is not for casual. It's wanted. It's wanted that the men are weak. Now, please think about that. We live in a society where it's normal, where it's accepted, just as I saw today. Where that a man wear, a t-shirt, uh, a t-shirt that covers from here to here and stop, and you see everything else. That is normal, but it's not normal to say what I say. To to wanting to have more women, you know, to wanting to have money and to kick the shit out of other men, and all this all this purpose, all this wanting. It's not no normal. It's not normal to say that you know you want to beat everyone else. You are toxic. Why that? Why that? Because if I would think that if everyone else, every one of other people, all literally all the boys, all the men of my age will think with this, with this fucking purpose, with this fucking hunger, it will be a really more competitive way, a really more competitive world, really a lot more difficult, and it's already difficult, but even more. Imagine that. So, obviously, the elites, the people that have more money and that control the world, wants us with low testosterone. because the biological level, you have to attack it. You have to 100% attack it. You can't make a man depressed and feared, and with fear and lazy if they have 1000 de- deciliters for something. I don't know the parameter, but 1000 deciliters of something of testosterone. You can't. They have too much energy. They have too much drive. They want to fight that. You can't control them. It's for that reason you see a lot of people with fat belly. It's not normal to have that. It's not normal. Now it's normal, but it's not normal. Even just 80 years ago, all the men, it was really hard to see a man that was in a weight that wasn't his health weight. It was really hard. Now it's normal. Now we see all this strange physique, all this weak physique, tiny arms and and very narrow shoulders and with this fucking belly, and this fucking tits with estrogens. It's not normal, guys. And you need testosterone. You need hormones. You need your best hormones. You need your best biological mm, environment for yourself. To know yourself. You can't know yourself if you're not in the best shape of yourself. Because when you are in shape, physically, mentally, when your body works just well, so you sleep fine, you get up energized, you gain muscles, you don't get tired, you know, everything function very good. The mind, the body. And so you know yourself and you start to, you know, to go to other levels. I don't know how to explain that. If I wouldn't train, I would be completely different. I would study so much less. I wouldn't do this video at 9:30 of the evening. I just will watch YouTube, but I want to do stuff. I have the high testosterone. I have the best biology I can have, and that's yeah, another thing that you're not lazy. Maybe you're just really hard work, but you feel tired, no? Many times. Maybe that is because you are not at the best of your biological level. Not maybe, it's sure. If you will be at best at your biological level, you will not be feel tired just as you feel now. Absolutely not. So I want to do that. It's really important, guys, to live a beautiful life, the best life, to be the best man you can be, the best person. Even the women, even for the women, the hormones are super important because when women have good parameters, good levels, you know, in her, in their correspondent, you know, levels of hormones because they have our same hormones, but absolutely in different percentages. No, for example, testosterone we have so much higher. We produce them from the Leydig cells in our testes, while and we produce very low, at least it will be to be like that, even if now it's in the contrary that men are producing very low testosterone and a lot of progesterone. It's for that motive that men now have tits because progesterone is the female hormone. So they are converting like female. So they talk like female and they act, I could say, like a female. That so in a very emotional way, they feel a lot of emotion. I feel emotion, but I see the changing in myself. You know, I feel more focused. No, even this talk, I'm not, I don't feel so fucking, I feel control of my emotions. Obviously, it was a thing that I have my biological level good, very good, but it's even a thing that I'm working in a mental way. Obviously, 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 if you have high testosterone, but your mental is shit, you're not gonna have high testosterone because hypothalamus, it's in the brain and literally says to the adenohypophysis, that it's the anterior part of the hypophysis that it's an endocrine gland that produce, for example, the luteinizing hormone, the follicle hormone that tells you to produce hormones, testosterone to the testes. So the neurological aspect and the endocrinal aspect are super correlated. In fact, it's even called endocrinal system. And I I don't speak English, and for in this moment, for now, because now I'm in Italy, I'm not in Romania. I don't study in English. I'm studying English so only for the entry test, but I'm studying in Italian. So sorry if I get wrong some verbs, but it's not some vocabulary. But it's not about that. It's about knowing the essential, and that is the essential that the producing of testosterone starts from the brain. So the neurological aspects and the hormonal aspects are very correlated because I experienced that. I was eating 20 eggs a day, a lot of butter, a lot of fat, a lot of meat. I was improving my muscle, my physicality, but I was seeing changes in my character, but I still didn't act like in a testosterone way. Now I'm acting more in a testosterone way. I'm more hungry. I feel more. Now I call myself a man. Before, at 18 years old, I call myself a boy. This is another thing. You know, um, it's not only about muscles, even if muscles are super important. Your physicality aspect is super important, and you have to have muscle. You have to have a good physique. But it's even about the the behavior. Hormones change your behavior. I experienced this in me, and the elites knows this. It's for that they give us sugar. They promote sugar in the society and seed oils. Absolutely, because and this is a thing that I really fight a lot with because I don't think I wouldn't want that the world is in this way, but I'm just saying that it is in this way. No, word the word don't give a fuck about what you think, about what you think. It only gives you a fuck about facts, and the facts is you know is your hormone levels are facts, are numbers in your body are facts. So you can't say I'm strong, I'm disciplined, all these things if you don't have high testosterone. You need to have high testosterone. You need to have good hormones to say those things. You can't just sit and talk about I have high testosterone. I have a high testosterone. No, I tried that and it doesn't work. You have to go out there and do things that gives you high testosterone. So guys, literally, if now I will be a doctor, for the experience that I have now, what I will do, because it's what I do, and I'm getting always higher testosterone. To have higher testosterone, be healthier and be stronger. Yes, I'm gonna repeat it, like all the other people in the internet does. Do not eat sugar. That's it. Do not eat sugar. Insulin is the contrary of hormones, of androgens hormones. More insulin, less androgens hormones. More insulin in the blood, because you have a lot of glucose, so insulin is produced by the uh, cells of Langerhans, about from the islands of Langerhans, to put the sugar inside the cells. More there is insulin, the less you produce hormones. So don't eat sugar. You eat too much sugar. In I see all the people that eat every day, every time, sugar, all the time. And the people who eat them, they don't look like barbarians. They look like kids. Then don't eat seed oils. Don't eat seed oils. They're the worst thing. They convert you in a fucking strange person, in a really dumb and lazy person. Third thing, eat meat. Eat everyday meat. It's the best food. It's the healthiest food. It's the most anabolic food. It's the food that makes you more intelligent, that gives you more energy, that gives you more muscle, that gives you more happiness, that gives you more hormones, more testosterone. Eat a lot of fats. Fats improve saturated fats, so animal fats. Fats, you know, saturated fats are the precursor, you know, improve your cholesterol in your blood, and your cholesterol is very good. It's very good. There is no relate, and has been shown several times with with cardiovascular problems and cholesterol. There is no relate. So you need to eat a lot of cholesterol every day. Hormones are produced from cholesterol. More cholesterol you have, more building blocks your biological body has to produce testosterone. So eat a lot of saturated fat. Second, train like a motherfucker. Train like a motherfucker. Eat heavy weights. Try, don't try, sorry. Just push yourself every day at your maximum. Focus on gaining strength, because if you gain strength, you gain muscles, and strength goes hand by hand with testosterone, with hormones. And sleep like a king. Sleep very good. Try even to sleep naked, so that your balls, your testes that already has stayed all day in the fucking bunker, in the dark, heated, the scrotus, when we are an embryo, in the belly of our mom, it's descend, from the stomach, goes outside the body. That's because the testes, to 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 go for his functions, like the spermatogenesis, that is the creation of our gametes, the sperm, the spermatozoa that gives life, for the production of testosterone, for the production of testosterone, of hormones, needs to stay cooler. So, you know, sleep in a good environment, with a good with a good with a good temperature, an ambient temperature, and you can do it naked, or like I do, without even without boxers, or naked, I even do that, not in the winter because there is cold, but in summer doing it, you're gonna feel a lot good. It's gonna be strange at the starting point because you're not used, and that makes you think how we are like reprogrammed from our ancestors. We are completely reprogrammed. It's a thing that we made since always, sleeping and go around naked. I'm not saying that, but at least sleeping naked, and we feel it strange because we're not. We are we are used to stay covered all the time. And another really important thing: stay outside. Sleep good air, oxygen. Oxygen is what gives it what gives us what gives nutrients to all our nutrients. It's what the cardiovascular system is. It's bring oxygen to the tissues and then expel carbonate oxide. It's what it does. So go outside, breathe air. Like Andrew Tate says, breathe air. Take sun. Take a lot of sun. Stay more in the sun, more possible. More possible. More possible. More possible. Obviously, when you start to feel tired, because the sun is very powerful, and when you stay a lot outside in summertime, or obviously when there is a lot of fun, then you're gonna feel dizzy. So when you know that, all right, it's a lot, I'm starting to getting really hot, I'm starting to feel bad, I'm starting to feel dizzy. All right, it's time to take a break. But now, for example, I stay good with the heat. I stay good. I stay good with the heat. Today there was a lot of sun, but people were like, I was good, and I wasn't like this. I'm good. My biological, even the temperature is another thing. The hemostasis, it's all about that. It's about regulating your temperature. So if all the other people are like, and I'm good, it's because my biological it's really good, and it's really important because it gives me the opportunity to study harder, to gain more goals in a faster way, you know, in a better way. I study better. So biological way is that it's so fundamental. It's so fundamental. It's so fundamental. Cioè, I'm sure that if you focus on your biological level with me, like 1000 hours, maybe you're gonna think yes, but I'm going to lose that 1000 hours in my work. No, 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 no. You are going all to those 1000 hours that you're gonna work with me for improve your biological level are gonna be so fucking useful to your work that you are gonna see already from the first day. You're gonna see the change. You're gonna be able to work harder, longer time. You're gonna be able to smash your goals. I want that because I seen when I study medicine, when I study from books, you study you study how the body is. That is really important. You study what are the for now what I'm seeing from the university. You study the diseases, and that's it. You don't study why. you know you know it doesn't really focus on why you got you got those diseases. That's the most important thing. And you don't study really how to improve them. You only study, I guess, about medicine pills. But it's normal because, as we know, that's how the world works, and it's all about money. But I literally want to improve. I want to improve the mechanical by body, the mechanical biological body. I don't want to, I obviously want to to cure, but I want, but one thing, if you come to me that you're weak, that you have a disease, I want to make you feel better. But I want even that if you come to me that you're perfectly good, I want to make you better, a better biological body. I want that, and I'm able to do that. Why? Because I do that with me. Simply for that. Nothing. So this was the first video, 50 minutes. Um, I'm just gonna start this uh, just every day. I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna talk. Basically, I'm gonna talk on what you can do to feel better today, to have better results. Right? And guys, I'm going to tell you there is no secrets. Basically, basically, what I did, what I told in this last part of the video, it's all you need. It's all about training. It's all about nutrition. I already told you how, as you have to train, as you have to eat, as you have to sleep. Once you have that, there is no more other thing. The body is fucking incredible. I'm nobody for the body. I'm nobody. But I'm just telling you what you need to do. If you do those things, the body works super good. So I'm a little bit worried what I'm going to talk about in this video, because if really you want the results, start doing these things, and that's it. You're gonna have it. There is no more to talk. But I'm gonna do it because it's not what I do, no. Um, I need to make money really fast, really fast. I would like so much now, to just be able to not go into the university, to not study, really enjoy my life. Really be able to go and go to France now, go to Argentina, go to USA. Go have the confidence to talk with all. I would like it. You know, I know that tomorrow there are no surprises for me. I'm the only one who make those surprises. Nobody's going to watch these videos. It's really depressing, guys. It's really sad. It's really sad. It's really sad. The life. It's really hard. But for that motive, it's so hard that I'm tired of being this afraid. It's useless. I want to be a fucking beast, but you even see in these videos, I'm really relaxed. I mean, I don't lie. I'm not lying. I'm not trying to manipulate you. I'm me. I'm fucking me. I, I don't have no problem to say you that to say that I'm weak, even if I'm not. But if I will be, I will have no problem to tell you that. No problem. I don't give a fuck because I have food in my table. But I have food in my table thanks to my mom, and I won't have money. I won't have money, my money. But in this world, it seems that you have to be a little bit, maybe a good part of the percentage. You need to be a little bit, not so sincere, not so honest. You need to play some games because the world is just playing that. And then because people don't give a fuck, you know, I'm telling you the reality. you're not gonna follow it. No, you're not gonna follow it. And easy, and you want easy ways that but never comes. And you're gonna try to find easy ways that doesn't exist. And in that time, you could achieve your physique, your state, your good state, only with the things that I told you about. I- they are too much superficials, right? So you don't do them. You want the secret. And I think that is it's with everything and nothing. No, it's a point of my life which I'm really alone. I'm really alone. I do all these things alone. I study alone. Now I'm alone. I'm going to eat alone. It's depressing. It's depressing. But I think that I'm here now. I'm in the bottom level. Not really in the bottom level because I live in my mom house. I eat and I have a house. So I'm not at the bottom level. But I feel that there is not so much going for my life. So I don't go out with friends. I don't have a girl. I don't have money. So is that I'm very low. I'm very low. I don't want to have a job. I just don't want to have a job. You know, I just don't want to have a job because I would work for someone that doesn't have a job. The boss doesn't have a job. You know, I mean, for a job, I mean, shifts, orari da rispettare, how do you say that? Hours to respect, hours in, hours out. Oh, she's the boss. He's the boss. Or the entrepreneurs. They don't have a work. They are entrepreneurs. They are their work, Max. You know, I don't want, I feel like a piece of shit, going outside and say, please, I have this piece of paper. Please give me job. Come on. I'm ready to work 8 hours for 6 days a week for 1060 euros, for 1600 euros, to stay around and look at fucking tissues of fishes. No, that's for a biologist, but please, I really want this. I really want this to because it's my passion, and obviously lying because it's my passion. I want to do that since I'm a kid. Please give me to this. Because if you do that, there is the worst thing that happen, that you lose yourself because you're not honest. You are not only what you talk with you, that is the most important thing. You are what you talk with you and what you think. But you are even how you talk with others. So if you say to others something that are not true, you feel to you start to disconnecting to with you. So you start to not lose you start to lose yourself. Garfield, ti ho aperto la cazzo di porta e non sei entrato dopo. Entra, entra cazzo, entra, mi hai rotto i coglioni. Oh, eh, nothing. No, I'm only 19 years old. I have to mature it a lot, but I'm even tired of saying these things. I'm a man. I'm a man. It's not that a 40 years old man is better than me. It's not. It's not. Maybe I am better because I can be better because I have more energy. I have more life. No, I don't know. I just don't fucking know. Oh, there is only one way. Take the things by force, by grabbing the life by the throat and make you giving whatever you want. Hmm. Life is strange. We grow, you know, it's a little cringe to talk all about these things, about the metrics, about the society, about the program mind. But I really feel that it's true, guys. I really feel that it's true, guys. Think about it. We grow up in a society that tells you to go to the university, to go to school. But why? See, you know, think a world where you don't have to go to school. Why it's obligated to go to school? Why? They really want us, they really want the best of us, they really want that we are educated, they really want that we study. No, they don't give a fuck. They just want to program their mind. Because I just make you an example. If they will really want that we are educated, they wouldn't lie to us in the fucking news. Or obviously, I don't watch news. They wouldn't lie to us in the way of eating. They wouldn't lie to us in the history. With they, to who I'm referring, to other men in the table. They have their world in their hands. And do you think that they want us to win? They don't want. It's a war. There are a lot of men in this world that are winning, that are literally the boss and they can do whatever they want. And they are just men, eh? They are not aliens, they are men. We don't see them because we live in this program society. School, work, and that's it. And we die. But they are. In some part of the world, they are there. The world is a very messed up place. Uh, I say that not because I saw that, no. I, I live a very comfortable life, a very good life. But I see that because look at the history. When someone was, you know, people got killed for talking. People got killed. You know, but when you are at the bottom, you are ignorant. You are dumb. You're shit. But at the but in the surface, the highest level, you see the true things. I don't know, guys. I'm tired of of not feeling myself at the level. I'm tired of putting others in a pedestal of think, oh, they're better than me, they're smarter than me, they work harder than me. I'm tired. I'm tired because I always thought like that since I'm a kid, and even now. No, I think that there are a lot of people that now are better than me, and they started worse, worse than me. See, I don't know. No, my dream. What is my dream?
My dream is to have a business and work work with me, and gain money by me. Gain money by me. I don't want to get a job, really, really. I don't want to to pray another man to give me money. Really, really, I, I, I don't want. I don't want to take orders from another man. I don't want to do things that I don't want to do. I actually want to have a business where I gain a lot of money, where I really enjoy to do, where I'm really good at that. And for now, if I will think to a business, you know, you know, yes, there is copywriting, there is social media, there is e-commerce, but I don't like that. Yes, I would like that if I will gain money, obviously, but I feel too much a piece of shit. I feel too much like a hustler. It's too much because I don't need money because I have food in the table. If I will need money, obviously I would have a different opinion and I will do that. But understand me that I lived in a medium class family, so my mind is programmed in a different way. It's not a hustler way. My mind needs to know. I need to know that I'm doing something good. That I'm doing something that people really need. And now, if I will think something, it's that people need to be more energized, to feel more confident, to feel better with themselves, to have less fear. All the things that I want to better on myself. I have fear. I'm not the most confident. Absolutely no. I don't talk to go to girls. Absolutely not. But I'm managing to improve, and people need that. So I want to do that because people need that, and I like it, and people need that, and I can be paid a lot for that. And it's my job. It's not a job that I go for to do for another person. I would like to have a lot of success with people. The people that want to come to me and talk to me and ask to me, girls want to stay with me. I really want that. I don't know, guys. I'm just not that I'm not living my life at the fullest. Life, as my father said to me in a message, is a bad joke. It's a bad joke because you are here without wanting to be here. And I understand that because it's like being at school. All life is like that. You have to go to school, even if you don't want to go there. It's so difficult. It's so difficult to reprogram your mind because you were forced to do certain things and you saw certain things from since you are a little kid that are in a really profound way, in a really deep way. They are just installed on you. So it's really hard to detect them and eliminate them because we act, you know, for a in a large part for a subconscious way. So it's hard, it's hard. It's programmed to be like that. It's programmed to be hard and to not be able to escape. But you can, I can. All this fear that I see, all this fear that I feel, is not normal. It's not normal.
Dov'è il mio zaino?
Ciao.
Ciao, dov'è il mio zaino?
Non lo so.
Ti ho detto che mi ha detto mamma di andarlo a prendere da
Non l'ho
nonna.
preso.
Perché non l'hai preso?
Non l'ho preso,
Ma perché
no,
sei scemo?
non potevo.
Ehi, non potevi, era il motorino, le cose non puoi. Il motore di palle.
Nothing, guys. It's like that. I don't want now to sleep. I don't want to sleep. Now I feel that level that I like of craziness. Of I don't want to get up tomorrow broke again, as Undertale says. I don't like I don't like to I wouldn't like to live my professors. Absolutely not. I see them. I just see them and I see that all right. I wouldn't like to be like them. There is no a professor in my life that I watch them and I will say I would like to be like them. It's not normal. Maybe you can say, hey, yeah, you have only to live with you, only with your life. Absolutely, yes, it's true. But there are that people that you think, imagine if you would be him. Imagine if you would live a day inside him. Imagine if you would have his characteristics. I think that with Andrew Tate, I would like to be Andrew Tate. You know, absolutely, I want to be me, but I would like to try to be Andrew Tate. But when I see a professor, I'm good. I don't want to try. I don't want to stay in your shoes. And that is mainly because for their appearances, I don't want to stay here. Literally, I don't want. I'm really happy with my appearances. Appearances is another important thing. Image, it's so important, even that. But they teach about histology, cytology, chemistry, physics, but they don't teach about money. It's not that incredible. So it's normal that now that I want to make money and I literally don't know what to do with I don't know money. I never thought about money in all my life. It's not that stunning. Wow. So I don't know, guys. But it's really strange because people studies to have money. Now I'm studying to have money, to be a doctor, be qualified, open a business. People come to me because they know that I study, even if I can change them now, but physically, mentally, let's say like that. Let's say like that. Even if mentally, I don't like mentally. I change you physically, all right, biologically. Even if that, I need a degree to feel more important, more secure, more confident about myself. And so people go to me, and I need to be a doctor, no? So I study to make money, or the people study to make money. But they don't never, ever study money. They study all types of things, but not money. So it's not that really strange. But I think even making money, it's not that good. It's not that good even doing that. Like for example, Andrew Tate made his first million by running a webcam studio with girls, with naked girls. It's not good that. It's not really. There is not a lot of passion. So it's not good. Nothing is good. Nothing. And Andrew Tate even say that life is sad. There is no so good. There is no good. No. But you decide. Study is shit. Making money is shit. Right? You always decide. I want to study or making money. Something like that. But it's believed that you need to study to make money. Why? Why need a degree to make money? Uh, I have Instagram, but I don't want to reopen it. Maybe I'll do another page, but I don't like that environment. I don't like. I I literally more YouTube because in Instagram there are a lot of people that watch to critique, watch to pass time. They don't watch. They don't are there because they want to stay there. While in YouTube, they are there if they are watching your videos because they want to watching you. So it's an audience that I really like more. So I'm gonna do my business here. I'm gonna start it. Maybe take it 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna keep going. I don't give a fuck. It's literally what I like. I can't imagine doing nothing else. Nothing else. And why that? Because it's my passion? No, because I did always did in my life. I always did sports. I always liked to feel strong. And now I'm training every fucking day. I'm eating healthy every fucking day, and I'm getting results every fucking day. So it's me. So I'm going to talk about that. If I would play video games every fucking day, I will say that my passion is about that, and I'm gonna talk about video games, and I'm gonna show you me playing. It's literally simple like that. Ah, there are a lot of things. Romania, I need to do even a lot of things. I'm even worried because I'm speaking a lot about Romania. I'm worried that I will not enter there. I'm not able to go there and to succeed in Romania. But I'm gonna be the best. I'm the best. I'm gonna to be Roman. I'm going to be a doctor. 100%. I'm gonna be a doctor. 100%. Absolutely. I'm really tired. And life is hard. Life is really hard, bro. And that's why there are social media and internet to just distract ourselves. Because if we are aware that life is hard, life is shit, life doesn't give a fuck really about us, you really understand that viscerally. It starts to you start to really get depressed. And why they don't want that depressed? They want us depressed, but not in this way. Or I mean in a way that in a very deep way where you understand. If you understand it, you are dangerous. You just don't give a fuck. You see, okay, this is the game. The life is sad and the life is hard. Alright, alright. I know that. Alright. I'm not gonna pay you for psychologist. I'm not gonna pay you for looking a film. I'm not gonna pay you for looking at cartoons, for going to a casino, for going to the cinema, for going to attractions. I'm not gonna pay you. And the money is money. And the word is money. Alright, said this. I'm gonna keep going with my life. Be a warrior. Be with God. That for me is the most important thing. Be with God. Loving the people that I love the most, which are my parents and my sister, and trying to live the life I want. Try to be the person I want, the man I want. That's for me all that matters. Nothing else. Guys, life is shit. Life is hard. It's normal that you feel lost. It's normal. I feel lost. Maybe I'm the only one. I don't know. Maybe not. It's normal. Now it seems unnormal. It seems strange that someone have depression, that someone is sad. But I'm thinking now. I'm obsessed with being happy. I want to be happy. I want to feel good. Always with good hormones and with good emotions and with good energy. But maybe it's not the reality. My ancestors that lived in a really more hard times. Do you think that we're happy about working every day for no money? No, no. But they did it anyway, and now they died. Maybe my ancestors were kings. I don't know. Probably, absolutely yes. I'm sure about that. Ibanez. I don't want to close this video. Ugh. Guys, you know what's the most scariest thing? Knowing things, discover things. It's scary because you think, oh, if I would discover this before, now I will be this, I will be that. That sense of regret is the worst because time is passing and passing and passing. Oh my god. Guys, 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 guys. It's a simulation. It's a fucking I can be whatever I want, you know? I can be whatever I want. It's for that motive that I don't like to wear etiquettes. For example, I'm this, I'm that, I do this, I don't like this, I don't like that because I'm a man, I'm an animal. I'm not that. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a mechanic. I can do what the fuck I want. Because we sometimes I think that we just put our identity in something so much that we feel and we live only with that identity, even if we are not that. Like Luigi Pirandello said, one in a body, 100,000. Uno, nessuno, 100.000. We are everyone. We can be everything. So we can choose what to be, but it's really hard to do that because you don't know what you want to be. So whoa, guys. I I don't want I don't want even to sell you nothing and to not, I wouldn't even, I wouldn't want to, even have a business. I know that I already told that I want to have a business and this is my dream, yes, but because what other option I have? I want, if not, I work like a slave without money. So, but literally, if I could live in Iceland with coconuts and with meat, with beautiful women, I will do that. Uh, I'm tired. I'm tired to more the same thing without getting results. That's difficult. That's difficult. Studying all the day without getting results, but the world doesn't care. And the most funny part is that I don't know if I would become a doctor. I don't know. I say that away because I want to believe 100%. If I don't believe 100%, I don't do my best because believing is part of doing your best. So if I don't believe 100%, then I will have the regret and I will have the thought about, oh, what if I would have believed 100%? Maybe now I will I will be a doctor, So no regrets, the maximum 100%. So I will be a doctor 100%. You know, I will be a millionaire 100%. I will have all the cars I want, the Porsche, the Ferrari, the Lamborghini. I will have all the women that I want. I will have all the houses that I want. I will have all the. I will do all the travels, all the traveling that I want. But after now, what? After that, what? I think that I will just be bored about that. And life maybe is gonna get just like this. So life is just, I think, just as Schopenhauer says, it's our feeling of wanting things, our desire never stop. So life is just a warrior against boring, against boredom, against insignificance. That's a big thing. I like that. Life is a war against insignificance. We have to put sense on everything. If not, why we live? No? Mm, that is the thing that I talked today with one professor. She told me, yes, it's important to put sense on the things so that you do those things. If not, why you do that? You can do them. But maybe it's about that. There is no sense. There is just no sense. This is the real answer that I would say. There is no sense in this life. And that's scary. And that's scary as human beings. Because I have to remind that I'm a human being and I am characterized mental, about having mental power, mental capabilities. So as a human being, we try to rational everything. Absolutely. To put a sense on everything. But it's an our characteristic, it's not a characteristic of the world. So it's in an our characteristic of rational. It's our characteristic of rational. It's not the characteristic of the world. So we are rational, but maybe the world is not. What about that? And that's just because we lived in a society that it's built on rational, no? And it tells us to be rational. I don't know. The only thing that is true is God and living how the fuck you want. And I want money. I want sex. I want time. Yeah, I want money. I want sex. I want power. I want status. Everyone wants that. No. Bye, guys. I'm gonna keep going to battle this world. Bye.